Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is another box from my deck collection. That's right. Every single week, going through another one of these long boxes because people kept saying, show us your collection. It's taken me 43 weeks now. This is box number 43, and we'll be looking at several of the cards from my collection. Anything that's inside here, it is a blind open. I do not know what we'll be looking at today until right now. I see a lot of black roses. That's good. See a lot of Stockholm 17. That's good. See some decks maybe from Kickstarter. I'll just kind of slide those out of the way and we will get started. Let's start with black roses, right? It's something familiar, it's something that's easy to do. And I have 4 here. So I've got one with a smash corner, and it looks like this is actually my original. This is my original, I think. So black, right? Black on black. And green. And I always forget the name of this one. Sorry. That one. And another black. Maybe a different black. I would assume it's a different black. Let's look at the back. Look at the bottom. It is. So something about the bottom of this says it is different. So this one says, and this one's more, I think this one's the original. I think this one's the newer version. So we could pop these open and look if there's any difference between this one and this one. This one has a much shorter tongue flap than that. So this might actually even be a prototype. The cards feel really, yeah, these feel really, really edgy. These don't feel like the stock that he normally uses. So I'm going to guess that this is the original Black Roses prototype. So not any different, really, except just in cardstock and handling. And there isn't any detail on this. So again, I'm going to say this is probably the prototype from way back when. Still has the artwork on the faces, same jokers. We'll look at it all when we bust out the real one. But yeah, here it is. The Black Roses prototype. I have been with Daniel Schneider since the beginning. Love the guy. Love the cards. Love Black Roses. Love that back design. He has since released these with marks. He's released them simpler as casino cards. Jokers, very simple. This is up and a down. Black Rose, Ace of Spades, which says Black Rose's playing cards. Your indices and pip cards are going to be industry standard. Your court cards are always going to be Daniel Schneider original artwork. So Daniel is available should you want to get custom art on your cards. So again, standard pips and indices. Let's look at the customization. And Daniel's always the king of diamonds over here. That's Daniel Schneider himself. I almost said Daniel Madison, but that's only because he's done Daniel Madison in his decks. His courts change from deck to deck. A really attractive deck reviewer has sometimes been the king of clubs. Not often enough, though. I don't know why. I jest. Double backer and an extra 2 of diamonds as your extra cards. So that is black. Right before I started this video, I turned the heat up in this room, and now I am regretting it. It is apparently still winter in Texas, where I live. So this is Emergen. That's what it looks like. And it is this green color that looks like that. So that is the Black Roses green. Okay. Nice, soft grass color. Man, did I turn the heat up. It's really hot in here. I shouldn't have done that. Jokers have a green stem which is kind of cool because, you know, they should. Plants have a green stem. There's a double backer that's black on the other side, and your extra 2 of diamonds, which is cool. Here's your Daniel Schneider King of Diamonds, original quartz, customization. You'll see some familiar faces. You'll see some different faces, right? Friends of his. Originally, I think some of them were Kickstarter backers originally, a long time back. And then magicians. Standard pips and indices, reds and blacks. Nothing to write home about. I missed the Ace of Spades. Where was it? I saw the Ace of Clubs. There it is. There's your Ace of Spades. 1902 it says at the bottom. And that is the green deck. It probably, you know, if you watch these reviews a lot, the deck collections, you'll probably see a lot of Black Roses cards. You'll probably feel like, man, I see a deck of Black Roses in every box. I wouldn't doubt it. Here we go. It's the Black Roses symbol all the way around, right? And in this one, it has the secret marking system, a little booklet, okay? It says play cards, kind of like another popular magazine. Does it say the name of the deck? Let's look. Let's look. No and no. Awesome. And going through the faces of the cards, here's your jokers. They're standard Black Roses Joker, right? But here's something interesting. The red suits are also black in this deck. So your 7 of Hearts is black. Your 8 of Hearts is black. Your blacks are also black. So 9 of Clubs is black. But your 10 of Hearts is black. Your Queen of Diamonds is black. Your Queen of Hearts is black. Daniel Schneider, the King of Diamonds, is black. So it is an entirely black deck. So mark deck, sure, that's nice, but could be a little sus if spectators also see that every single card is a black face card. A black face card. So that one is that one. I will now make a soft transition. Oh, the booklet didn't go back in. From Black Roses to Stockholm 17. Another favorite of David's. Love me the Stockholm 17. These look like they're all from the same kind of set. So I think this one's the one I used to have a mini from. So all the backs are the same. So they've got to be from the same set. So here's the fronts. And here is the back side. Okay, you can see this one has a holographic seal. I will bust them out. There's a 17 right there for Stockholm 17. Okay, and is there a date? Nope. Stockholm17.com, kids. I will break each one open and look at the back designs. See how different they are. That one's green, red, green. And this one looks like I didn't close the box well. Also green. So these two look the same, right? Totally. Is there... No, there's no difference. So what was the difference with this one? This one just a different box. So we can rule that one out. So that one just has that as the face, has a hologram, tuck seal, has the standard back design. But this was probably a special edition. But the deck on the inside was the same. So you got a cool tuck case with that one. So let's look at red. So here's the red back design. Have I said it enough? I love Stockholm 17. Love his eye, just the way he sees artwork. Look at these quartz. They're gonna be completely custom. They're all absolutely gorgeous. Doesn't matter if we're talking about men or women. He has just beautiful features. Really simple line design. That is one of my beliefs about art, is if you can make something beautiful with less, it means you're skilled. There's your ace of spades. 10 of clubs. So different layout, right? Different pip design. You can see all that is different. That was a clubs. Let's see. Here's hearts. And I noticed that the courts, they're really the same in both decks. So here's your hearts layout. And Joker. I think the little mini had this on the face. I want to say. I don't remember. I lost my mini. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. I can't remember. Here's your jokers. Ace of hearts. Spade pips. And whoa. Here's your spades. Jack. Queen. King. Yep. So between this, the red and the green, that's the difference in the back designs. But the faces are the same. Faces are identical that we just saw. And I will give you a little tasty taste of the green, right? There's your spread. Right? Pretty cool. I don't know, what do you think? What do you think of Stockholm 17? Got any Stockholm 17 decks? Look at that right there. It says Stockholm 17. Right? That's, I don't know why I'm not talking as much as I normally do. Usually I get criticism for talking too much. They say, oh, you talk too much. Or they say, you point too much. Drinking my coffee. Yep, I point too much, talk too much. My body moves too much. They say, oh, you move like you're, I sway or I rock. But it's probably just me and nerves, I would guess. I'm looking at dividing these up. This over here looks like, these two definitely go together. These two definitely go together. But that's a loner. That's a loner. What is this? Yeah. Not seeing there. These all look like loners. That's weird. All right. I'll do these because I brought them out already. This was a Kickstarter, I believe. Mythical. They do not feel like bicycle. Produced by Jump Around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump. Jump. Yep. That was. Oh, that was terrible. That's what I should have been saying. That was terrible. So, I believe there's some sort of gods and goddesses. Those are your jokers. And the faces, I'll check to see if these faces are the same. Those look white. These have a parchment face to them. The other ones have a white face to them. There's your Ace of Spades, Ace of Hearts. I'm putting these down opposite. Ace of Diamonds, Ace of Clubs. The art's the same, but I'll show you in a second. Here's your kings. So probably head honcho. See, this is Egyptian. You got Greek, you got Roman, right? Those are your kings and queens. Here's some queens. Artwork, again, the artwork's great, right? Artwork's wonderful. Otherwise, people can't use these. So I'm going to show you the difference between the two decks right now, okay? So this is the brown deck, right? This is the black deck, and so the faces look like that. So that's the only difference, is that there's a white backdrop. I bet you this is Thor, which is really, that's the Marvel drawing of Thor, not the mythical drawing of Thor, since these are supposed to be mythology cards. Here I am being so critical. There's like a watermark on the back of the cards. And here's the diamonds and the hearts. You can see the watermark on the back of those as well. I hate going through these cards. I'm sorry. They're just trying to see if there's anything different here. And there isn't. All right. So once again, these are the backs. I will not do any spreads or flourishing or fanning because they are chunky stiff. Mythical. If you want to rush out and buy yours. Let's just keep going with sets. So USPCC Classic, red and blue. Okay, there's your back, side, bottom, top. What does it say? It said something. Bicycle. That's all it has. That's all it says. USPCC and bicycle. Ta-da! So tongue flap matches the design. That's kind of cool. Ooh, feels good just holding a bike deck after all that. They kind of have a parchment look to them as well. So mirrored decks, red and blue, good for gaming. You have a deck with red and a deck with blue for a 2-player game, right? Beautiful tight border. That is, and it's organic border. See how it's not a hard edge, right? Both decks are going to be the same on the face, so I will show you blue. So there's blue. Really pretty. That back design makes a really nice spread. That is really nice to look at, and it feels great. You want a deck of cards that feels good. Sorry, that's just, I don't know. That's just what I believe. Let's look at them. Little facing gestures, one facing the other, right? And you get another diptych here. Am I putting it together right? I think so. Griffins. I gotta turn these over. And, oh, where's my ace of spades? There it is. It's a crest. It says USPCC Classic USA. And looks like original pips, but standard layout. So it's going to feel normal, right? And then look at these gorgeous court cards. Looks very vintagey. These should be in a movie, right? If you're doing like any set scouts, you guys should put these in a movie where people are playing cards, but it's like, you know, Game of Thrones or something. It's probably the wrong time period, isn't it? Probably the wrong universe. I don't know. I don't watch Game of Thrones. What would be one of those Catherine the Great TV shows, you know, from the BBC, something like that. I just made that up. That's probably not even a real thing. But you guys know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? Of course. Hearts. Oh, check him out. The Suicide King is like got a sword, but he's going through his hair. Like, that's kind of cool. And that's it. Everything else I got is a one-off. And we will look at choice playing cards. I believe this is also a prototype. I think this is a prototype. It says 31 out of 50 on the bottom. And Ben Colosi, who did choice playing cards. Nice big tongue flap. I wanted more of these. I didn't get enough of these when they first came out. There ended up being some choice decks that I did not get. And I like simple, you know. I like simple and I like Knox. So, of course, I like these. So, I can already see that cards are sticking together, though. I don't know why. That was weird. Might have been just residue. Lucky Clover, and it says T in the corner instead of J for your jokers. And there's a double facer court card. And a double backer that has red on one side, or what is that, clay? That's a clay color, and black on the other side. There's your large ace of spades. And you get lined drawing court cards. Your aces have clover symbols dancing around it, and you have original pips. There's our spades. Let's see if I can find, there's a spade courts. There's what diamonds look like. And I know they're not bicycle, but they still feel, they still feel good. They feel more like, well, this is a prototype deck, so I have no idea. Right? Clubs, hearts, hearts. Here's your heart, and I think that's it, right? Here's your heart, and another extra card, a double backer. That was a lot of extras. He stuck some extra cards in there. That was choice. I think I just have this one and black. I think those are my only two. But he had others. I'm going to have more coffee. Because it is getting cold on me. Oh, these two go together. Okay, I had them upside down. This is Inverno. It's black. And this is a Verana. It is white. So they're sideways loading. Well, sideways printed, I should say. Edition, right? There's your tops. There's your bottoms. Seasons Playing Cards, designed by Alexander Chin. seasonsplayingcards.com. And it looks like it says Aristocrat is a trademark of the United States Playing Card Company, which means either their Jokers or their Ace of Spades is Aristocrat. Great art picks up, it says on the inside. This is the black deck. Black deck. Okay. So here's your back design. And I'll give it a spread. Feels great. Man, having bicycle, look at that. Look at that design work. What does that say? To improve is to change. You could also say to change is to improve. Look at that. Throwing out the pearls of wisdom. Let's do them side by side. There's your black, there's your white. Okay. Now let's see what's what in this. Double backer. Add card. Flip it over. Jokers. Just a peacock. Not aristocratic at all. Says Inverno on the Ace of Spades. Also not aristocratic. So I don't know why they have the aristocrat copyright stuff on the bottom of this deck, because it doesn't match any aristocrat deck I've ever seen. Original quartz even. Borderless. Simple. Pretty. Your reds are also red against a black backdrop. And here's your red quartz. King, queen, jack, king, queen, jack. There's your clubs. And here is your hearts, king of hearts. I'm guessing the quartz are going to be the same. Here's your hearts, 10 of hearts. Yeah. I'm guessing it's all going to be the same from one to the other. I'm sure it won't have black faces on the white cards, but David can't close a box. There we go. You get the gist. You get the gist of it. Whew, that felt good. Yep. After you play with chunky, clunky cards. The colors look really good, though. Look at that white and gold. Does that pop on the screen? Pops in real life. Look at that Ace of Spades. So, just to give you white and gold ink against a white backdrop. I really like this better. This color. I like these. And then, you know, then your reds are going to pop against a white backdrop, right? So, yeah. I really like the Verana edition a lot better. There was a time back in my youth that I liked the black-faced cards, you know, when Illusionist was making them all. But now I gotta, oh, whoa, down at the bottom it says, to be perfect is to change often. So it says to improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. Ooh. So keep on changing every day. Keep changing every day and you'll be perfect. Right? I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Now you want to know what's the other one. I piqued your interest and you're like, no, you got to open the black one back up and look at it. Fine. Where nature ends. Oh, great art picks up where nature ends. Great art picks up where nature ends. There you go. I hope you feel enlightened. Let us look at... Oh, in this deck are some of the worst decks I've ever had. I don't know if I did it. I know somebody did it. Was it Chris Ramsey? I want to say Chris Ramsey made a video where he did like the worst design decks he'd ever seen. I'm not going to say which ones, but I believe 2 of them are in this next grouping. I believe. If I'm right, you can put it in the comment section. but I'm pretty darn sure. So the floral deck by Alloy's Design Studio, Yolanda, it says, United States Playing Card Company, linoid finish. Here's your, it looks like that ink that you dip things into. What's it called? Plastidip or something. What is it? Like you know the ink that rests on the top, the paint on the water, and you just slowly put something in and you bring it back out. What's that called? That's what this looks like. Looks like a whole deck of cards. Welcome to Floral. Purple on the inside. And here's your back design. It's kind of a diamond inside of that Plastidip paint. Right? Here's your spread. Here's a grouping of extra rainbow cards. P-Foul ad, which I don't think they ever made, even though it says coming soon. I don't think this deck was made. I don't think so. You can look for me. Blank face card. Ace of Spades. Looks like that. And your two jokers, which is a Harlequin mask. Right? And we got custom quartz and spades, clubs, diamonds, custom quartz, hearts. So, yeah. This is Floral by Yolanda. I believe it's Yolanda. It says Yolanda. I don't know why I wouldn't believe that. Alloy's Design Studio. Yeah. Want a close-up? That is what it looks like. Let's keep this party going. I got 4 decks left, and we're almost at the half-hour mark. Almost. Stained glass playing cards from Bicycle. I believe this is going to be a... Yep. Oh, am I wrong? No, playingcarddex.com. Yeah. No! Collectibleplayingcards.com. Collectibleplayingcards.com. What were these other ones? No, that's also collectible playing cards. That's not, and that is. So 3 from collectible playing cards coming up. First one, stained glass. Got a little stained glass on the inside. Stained glass art wraps around. Back design looks like that. Looks like a really busy stained glass window and a black border. Right? So your spread looks like that. Very colorful. I have a reverse card in here for some reason. Must have been left over from a magic trick. Way back when. The edges of this are black also, and there is a stained glass window in the background, and your pips are purple. Or, I guess it's purple, right? What would you call it? There's a 9, 8. Let's see. Can barely see that Ace of Clubs, but there it is in the center. These are really busy. That's what I'm going to say. Big, thick black border on the inside. Queen, Jack. So standard, but then made to look like stained glass windows. 10 of hearts. Here's your Ace of Hearts. Again, kind of hard to see. Ace of Spades. There we are. Jack of Diamonds. What am I doing? I'm doing it by the face. Queen, Queen, King. You get the picture, right? You want to see what these look like from the face? Here, I'll fan the faces towards you. Oh. Well, these are the faces over here. Let's do that one more time. David leaves all the mistakes in his videos because he makes mistakes sometimes. There we go. That's weird. Oh, wait, what? That is, okay, so the court cards have a thicker border than the numerics, which means when you spread it, you can go court, 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 court. Like I can see them. Can you see them? Like, see the blackness? Those are courts. So that was an interesting choice, design-wise. That's what I'm going to say. That's where I'm leaving it. Viola, purple, also from collectibleplayingcards.com. United States Playing Card Company, Air Cushion Finish. Viola, voila, or it could be voila, I guess, right? Is it voila? Voila. There you go. There's your back design. Thick well, standard tuck seal, tuck flap. One card got stuck in there, which is your double backer. There's your back design right there. Purple and gold. And little white border. Scoop it all up. Only 2 decks after this. Here's your clubs. And court cards. It's a nice look. Interesting. Interesting faces. Original. Right? Hearts. Hearts. And spades. Courts. Queen spades. King of diamonds. King of spades. Queen of diamonds. Jack of spades. What do you think so far? Those are some big spades. Right? And tiny diamonds. Big spades, tiny diamonds. What else we got? There's your ace of spades. I just made a mess. Big ace of spades. 2 jester type jokers. And a playingcards.com ad card. Collectible playing cards. Yeah, collectibleplayingcards.com. That's what I said. Voila. 2 left. 1 more from collectibleplayingcards.com. Fireworks. Pew, pew. Air cushion finish. United States Playing Card Company. Original tuck seal. Firework explosion bottom. Ad copy. Right. Full bleed. Just a bunch of fireworks shooting off. Circly. Circly. Yep. Circly fireworks. Here's your spread. Kind of has a 4-way look to it. So I guess you could spread it differently. It would have a different color scheme. Right? Woo! Gonna get that same advertisement card. Double backer. And then all the pips are explosions. 10 of spades is blue. Here's your jokers. So jester with some fireworks. And more blue spades. Right? Diamonds are gold. Here's 7 of diamonds. 8 of diamonds. Jack, which is a standard court, but the color stripped out. It's got some explosion colors in there. Clubs are also blue, so I'm guessing the blacks are blue and the reds are gold. And then here's your hearts. It's also got an original font in the corner. And King of clubs. I got some rainbow colors in there as well. Right? Because, you know, fireworks. Fireworks are kind of rainbowy colored. Or can be when they make explosions in the sky. This was a favorite answer of mine. People who came to, when I worked at Disneyland, right? You know, I used to work at Disneyland. Ace of spades. People would come up to you and they'd say, "Excuse me, where are the fireworks going to be?" And I would say, "In the sky." I know what you're thinking. You're a jerk. Well, it's just the way the question's worded. Right? They said, "Where are the fireworks going to be?" It was a fine Disney answer. It's fun, right? It's lighthearted. You can laugh with them. So they're going to be in the sky. Radical 80s playing cards from Jaden Corporation. Doesn't say. Yeah. Radical 80s, made in the USA. Designed by Ari Steffen. Poker-sized playing cards. Here's your back. Looks like a dual cassette there. Or a 2-way image is what I meant to say. With the cassette wheels on the inside. I used to love cassette tapes. That was like my jam. I buy blank ones all the time. I buy blank cassettes and then get my friend's vinyl and just record their vinyl to a cassette. Like, I had a stereo system where I could just put a vinyl record on and just push record, and I could record vinyl straight to cassette. So my friends would buy music, and then I would just have like tons of cassette tapes, and then I would spend all day like making like labels and stuff for them. Yeah, it's kind of cheesy. So the 3 has a giant 3 on it, the 4 has a giant 4 on it, the 5 has a giant 5 on it. You get the picture? Probably. And reds is purple. So here's 7, 8. It's that digital alarm clock look, right? Just don't want to swing it around and go, oh, what number is it? 10. And then your quartz have old Mozart look, but with 80s symbols. So that is interesting. So he's wearing a headband, sweatband. She has a Polaroid camera. He is wearing snow goggles and hats because snow goggles are from the 80s, apparently. Big old-timey cell phone. This guy kind of looks like Run DMC. Here's a skateboarder. Here's a girl just holding a cassette tape. Here's a dude holding a VHS cassette. This guy kind of looks like Olivia Newton-John, kind of a jazzercise look. Your aces apparently are not giant A's. So, blue, add card. That's a joker. Club, 7, 3, 4. You get the picture. Ace of spades looks somewhat normal. And yeah. There's a punker holding a boombox from Star Trek. Isn't this the guy on the bus? I think so. Girl, looks like Sarah Jessica Parker blowing a bubble. Guy with a flat top. And what else? Other joker. And that's it. Radical 80s. So that's my box number 43. What'd you guys think? What'd you like? What you didn't like? Did you see the worst decks ever? I don't know. I just remember that video Chris Ramsey made. He made this video and he said these are the worst decks ever. Maybe he meant that from that year. He probably meant from that year. Right? It wasn't that he'd ever seen before in his life. So yeah, that's my box 43. What'd you like? What you didn't like? Tell me down below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Enjoy your coffee. See you next time. Bye.